Alrighty.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
For yet another episode of Tiki Mead.
Is this 15 or 16?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pull it up on YouTube. Let's count. Because I still got to put the other two up.
Yeah. So we kind of had a run on doing episodes here. We did how many in?
It's been about
3
months.
Yeah.
3.5 months. 4 months.
We're going to town here, man.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. It's like the best part for us is that it's not a requirement. We're doing it because we've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point from the beginning. Was we didn't want it to.
Didn't want it to feel like a job.
So for those of you that think that we need to be more, or it needs to be more scripted and professional, the idea behind doing this was that we didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
We wanted to have a natural reaction to the mead. We wanted to be comfortable doing everything. Obviously, we toned down the profanity quite a bit from our day-to-day lives.
So we have 15 up.
Plus the 2.
Plus the 2. So
this is number 18.
Yeah.
We are 2 away from hitting 20.
Yay!
And that's not counting the fact that we have more coming from Groenfeld.
Yeah.
And I have mead coming from Dragon's Meadery out of Aurora, Colorado. Should be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And I don't know when the Groenfeld's coming out, because they've got a few new ones that we're gonna give a little go, and might do a little blind taste test of one of them, but we're gonna keep that a secret because you'll find out.
Yeah. You'll find out on the day that we post it. So
yeah,
keep that in mind. Yeah.
Oh no! Try not to play the. Okay.
So, I mean, they're not all. I guess if you narrowed it down to strictly mead tastings,
we have like 3 or 4 wassail.
3 or 4 different waffle. Jeez. Wassail.
Ooh. Chicken and waffles. Dinner. No, sorry. It's almost 5. I'm getting hungry.
Anyway, so today's episode is over a meadery that went to. It's actually not that far from Saga.
You said it's about 4 hours from here and like 10 minutes from Saga.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different meaderies that are all kind of close together, and then they tried to get us to go to another one that was like an hour out of the way, and I said nope. It's getting late. We need to get back. So,
that was Black Hearth was the one that she was talking about dragging you to?
Black Snake?
I think it was Hearth. It was Black something. We'll look it up.
It was Black Snake.
Was it Black Snake?
Yeah, Black Snake's the only one that I remember of that's in Virginia.
Anyway.
Well, there is a Black Ferry, but that's in Texas.
But there's a Black Hearth as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, so
today's episode is over Honey&Hops.
So they're out of, what is it?
So originally it's 3 brothers. One of them does all the marketing and stuff, and then the other 2 do all the brewing and flavor building and stuff like that.
And the plan.
Right. But they're originally all out of Alaska.
There you go.
So it's Isaac, Adam, and Ian. They're partners and brothers. One of them, I can't remember which one, but one of them had moved down here about 18 years ago, or to Virginia from Alaska. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, he called up his brothers and said, "Hey, what do you think about opening up a meadery?" Because they have one that they make that they've been kind of playing around with for years.
Well, they were into beers.
They were beer brewers, and but they started with a mead that they call Creeper. It's really good. It's made with cacao nibs and
Reaper. Was it cacao nibs?
Yeah, it's like a chocolate Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, and the best part about it, the bottle has a mustache.
Has a little mustache on it. So,
Um,
in honor of said bottle, they sell masks that have the same mustache, because they have to hide their glorious mustaches behind a mask nowadays.
And a big part with them is they only started in April, as in April of 2020. They've been going for less than a year, and they had how many did you say? Like 14?
Something like that. They have a whole row of different meads that they have up there. A number of them have actually had several awards.
And today they're making their first 100-gallon batch. So congratulations, guys! Because I remember you telling me about that.
Mm-hmm.
That they were super proud about the first 100 batch.
Yeah.
Everything else was 25s and 50s. Sorry to interrupt. It just
popped
in my head.
No, you're good. One of the other cool things, when we asked the brother that was there doing our tasting, we asked him, what's the coolest moment that you've had, like, seeing your stuff in, like, a local place? And he said that the Creeper was one that he introduced to, I can't remember exactly what the guy's title was, some bigwig from, like, the alcohol and
Mead.
Or the Mead
Mead Association.
Yeah, the American Mead Maker Association. And a couple weeks later, they went up to Pennsylvania to that guy's meadery or something, and he was sitting there with his business partner drinking Creeper.
Yep.
And he saw that, and he was like, "Oh wow, that's super cool." So,
and to tell you how young this company is, other than just all right, so they've been in for 9 months. Yeah, 8-9 months. They don't even have barcodes on their stuff yet. Like, that's how young they are. They're not known.
They put in a very small investment, enough to get a place big enough where they could legally do stuff. Because they tried to do it out of their house, and they were told that they couldn't. And so they're like, okay, well, we're going to get a bigger place. So the place they're in right now is very temporary.
About the size of a one-car garage?
Excuse me.
Say?
Yeah, they're getting ready to move to a bigger place. But they actually, so cool fact, they used a local artist to decorate their place.
Let me bring up the name of the company.
And that artist is actually blown up a lot. The artist's company is Wild World Designs. So I think they have an Instagram page, so go ahead and check them out.
Yeah, they're, if I remember correctly, the artist is doing some beautification in...
Yeah, they've been contracted to do beautification with the city.
Yeah, which that's awesome. But, just like we've always been, this is small business.
Very small.
And if we can get their name out, if one of y'all happen to order it in the 16 states that they ship to.
So they're on Vino Shopper, so you can order from them or on Vino Shopper, and they'll ship it to you.
Yeah.
I think they ship to 16 different states.
But if you're in one of those states, of course, it's on their website. Check them out, because just because they're a small company and they're a startup and whatnot doesn't mean anything. That's
They've
what
got
America's built on.
these really nice business cards that has their webpage, looks like an email,
phone number, Facebook, Instagram,
yeah,
you name it.
So it's Honey and Hops Meadworks. And then they sell, like I said, they sell masks for the creeper design, and then they also have little stickers. Has their it's a honeycomb and like
That's a hop.
Or a hops. Well, no, half of it is a honeycomb, and the other half is
the hops.
Yeah. So
hence the name.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. They sell stickers. They sell the little ones are free, and then they've got some bigger ones that they sell for like, I think it's like $2.
Yeah, or $1 or something like that. And
yeah.
And you were saying it's one of those places you walk in and you're like, yeah, this is small, but this is a place that I could sit down and BS with the actual owners and
which was
have
cool.
a glass and things of that nature. And that's what it's all about, is small business recognition. Thank you.
I know big words are not your strong suit.
Me no like big words. But it's about, getting their names out, and if one of y'all out of the how many number we have, I think we're at 20.
No, we're too shy, or we will be too shy of 20.
No, subscribers.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Yeah. Of
last time I checked, I think we were at like 14.
Okay. So
but it may be more since then. I haven't really looked.
Yeah, if we can get the word out to somebody, and they try it, and you tell your friends, that's what it's all about. But anyway, we're going off on a tangent.
This is gonna be a long one.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long one. There's only 4 bottles.
Yeah. So first up, we've got their traditional. It's called Scenic Drive.
That's the drive they were raised on.
Yeah, it's in Alaska. They were raised on a street called Scenic Drive. So that's each one kind of has a story behind it. So this is their traditional. It's more of a kind of like semi-dry. It's got some sweet notes, but it's more of a semi-dry.
Very light.
Very light, pale kind of color.
Why don't we do this so you don't pour mead all over the place?
Just do it that way.
All right.
That one's a little fuller than.
I guess that's what I get for jumping the gun. Yeah. Let's see what else we got on here.
So these are in 375 ounce bottles. So it's not a full size wine bottle like some of the other ones have been in the past. It varies between 10 and 12% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, and like I said, no barcode yet.
Yeah. So we also asked them if they've ever had, or if there's ever been a flavor that they tried that has not worked. And they said it's really hard to do strawberry flavored things because of just it's a hard flavor to get it right, where it's strawberry. And the whole like fermentation process, it's difficult. They get it in there, and sometimes it ferments too far, and they end up having to dump, 50 gallons of mead.
You said that's only happened once?
Yeah, it's only happened once. But yeah, they're getting ready to make their first 100-gallon batch, and we asked them for every like 50 gallons of mead they make, how much actually they're able to produce. He said he gets about 40 gallons of actual mead. The other 10 is fruit and everything else that gets added in that they have to pull out, and they get about a case and a half, so about 10 or 12 bottles out of a 50-gallon batch. Or something like that.
Well, seeing with how late it is, they probably have their 100 going already.
Yeah. So,
exactly what you expect from a traditional mead. Not a dry, not a sweet, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Has some nice toasty flavors.
Yeah, it'd be a good. If you've never tasted mead before, this would be a good starter. Because if you're not into the super sweet or you're not into the super dry,
kind of in the middle.
Yeah, it's. But I'm not gonna lie, the smell, the taste, the only thing I can think of is turn off a YY in Norwood, or outside of Norwood, going down into my dad's property.
Yep.
Which is a scenic drive, because it's a little single lane dirt road cut through the woods. So, anyway, sorry, tangent.
Yeah. All right. So next up is called their Midnight Sun. It's a blood orange mead with hops. So this one has, and if you didn't know, Alaska is also called Land of the Midnight Sun.
Yeah.
It's something to do with how far north they are. It's like, I think it's like one day out of the year where...
Yeah, there's one day out of the year where the sun doesn't set. I think, well, it might be more than one day, but there's a portion of time where the sun doesn't set. So it'll be 2 o'clock in the morning, and it looks like
broad daylight.
But on the reverse side, there's also...
It's darkness.
Yeah, there's also days where you don't see the sun, which that's a hardier people than what I am.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
But paying homage to...
So I'll give you a little bit.
I'm not going to complain with it. Really? I thought you meant a little bit more. How about a little bit more? There we go. That short pour you gave me last time. But it's
well, this one has hops in it. I don't want you to die.
Oh, yeah, duh. He still gets a tall pour. Whoa. So, take and cut a blood orange in half and shove your face in it.
And then stick that in a barrel of hops.
Well, and I don't even smell the hops.
I can smell the hops, but I also smell the blood orange.
Oh, yeah.
But now here's the thing. The actual flavor...
I don't taste any hops at all.
Exactly. There's a little bit there. I can taste it, but it's because I know what I'm looking for.
Well, I mean, I used to live on IPAs.
Yeah.
Until I, almost died.
Yeah. But that blood orange comes out very, very nice. It's very smooth.
But it's not a punch in the face. It's a...
Right.
It's very smooth.
Well, and even the hops.
Light.
The hops is a enhancer. Similar to the bourbon cask flavors.
Yes. Yeah, it's
not the primary note.
This definitely feels like a wintry mead to me. Maybe it's just because of what I'm used to with other blood oranges. Yeah, you're freaking bendy straw.
Leave me alone.
You'll see the picture.
Still an adult.
You'll see the picture on Instagram. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, almost like
before or after you started giving me shit for the bendy straw.
I mean, we can't go too far before because that was like 30 minutes ago. To me, it feels like something you would drink at, we just got back from the hunt, and
yeah,
that's kind of
enjoying a nice little beer with some fruit flavors.
Yeah, sitting around the fire and talking about how big that buck was that was just out of range, or how.
Well, now that you mentioned a hunting trip, I know that we've talked about going to Texas to do some hog hunting.
Yeah,
this might actually be pretty good with some fresh killed hog.
Ooh, yeah.
Now my sister has made a personal request. She said if we bring her some hog meat, she'll cook it up for us.
I mean, I ain't gonna complain with that. We just gotta find a truck to load everything in.
Yeah, which means if we take the Lancer, we're gonna have to.
I mean, we could always take the Vic, and I got that trailer hitch.
Yeah, I mean,
and the rifles will fit across in there.
Yeah, you also got to think about gas mileage too.
Anyway, sorry, way off subject
or you
there.
Just grab a vehicle trolley and haul a Lancer behind it.
I'm not towing your car. I can, but I'm not towing your car. Yeah, but you don't have to worry about people getting in your way because it looks like a cop car.
Yeah, but you're also getting 10 miles to the gallon.
Hey, I'm almost getting
on
20.
Good day.
I'm almost getting 20. Wow. Okay, tangent. What's next? Jesus.
Stacks. So, This one is a Boucher mead. So the Boucher style, they caramelize the honey and the sugar, and then they start adding in the water and the yeast and everything else. So it's a different style of mead than just dumping honey into water with yeast to feed off of. They caramelize the sugars first.
Yeah.
So it's caramelized honey mead with graham cracker and toasted coconut. So he said it's supposed to resemble a Samoa cookie.
That's the only thing I can think of. Now I really want a Samoa. Oh yeah, and when you take the tops off, the little wire off of these, be ready to drink them, because we had one shoot out while we were getting ready. Not that that's a problem, it was just kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's definitely got that caramelized color.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You like that? So if you look at the label, it's got graham crackers on the front.
So you know when them girls come by and they sell you the cookies and you open them up, and at first whiff of that air that's been sitting in there since they've been packaged.
Yep.
It's exactly what it smells like.
It smells like a caramelized Samoan cookie.
Oh.
To me, it doesn't taste so much like a Samoan cookie. It tastes more like the Werther's.
I can see the Werther's originals, the old grandpa candies.
But it may be varied between each batch.
Well, yeah, and this is batch
1.5.
1.5. Oh, yeah, and that's
so I'm not sure which one that I tasted yesterday, but the one that I tasted yesterday was definitely more Samoa cookie like. You got a little bit of coconut. I mean, it may be everything else that I've been drinking that I haven't been washing my palate out, but
no, I can feel the Samoa. I can definitely. It feels like I take a bite of Samoa and a drink of the regular mead.
Yeah.
And I just hold it in my mouth and make this god awful thing in my mouth that's absolutely freaking amazing.
Yeah. So I was talking to him, you know, maybe mixing the stacks with the creeper.
Oh yeah, because you got to try the creeper.
Mm-hmm. And it's one of those. It essentially be like a s'mores flavor, and then I brought up the idea of s'mores, but instead of using graham crackers, using Samoa cookies. He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go home and make s'mores with Samoa cookies now."
Well, and weren't you saying they were going to be switching out the coconut?
So they were going to change the type of honey that they were going to use. It's meadow something.
Y'all are watching this. This is definitely our side hustle. Not even a hustle. We don't make any money off of this.
Yeah, we don't make any money off of this at all. I can't remember what it's called. Look it up on your phone. It's meadow something.
Meadow.
It's a specific style of honey, or a specific type of honey.
Hold on, I'm getting there. Keep talking. Make it sound like we know what we're doing.
We don't. Is it meadow flower?
I'm getting there. Relax. Don't have any service out here.
Anyway, yeah, they're switching the type of honey that they're going to use. I think they're going to try to make this a base for something else at some point.
You were saying the s'mores one.
Yeah, they were going to start trying to make a s'mores one. But
they're out of Front Royal, by the way.
Huh?
They're out of the
Shenandoah Valley. Anyway,
what was I looking up?
the type of honey that they're gonna, not the web page, dummy.
Oh,
generic Google. It's called Meadow something.
it's been a long day, people. Sorry. Honey, hubby.
Here.
I'm a fat figure at this. Leave me alone.
Meadow. Meadow clover. I don't know. It's Meadow something. It's Meadow something. They're going to be switching out the type of honey that they use.
Yeah. Which will change the flavor profile.
It's supposed to be sweeter.
It might change the. It might even change the texture.
Maybe.
But anyway, so off of that freaking tangent. So this one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of worried. It's called Orange Screamsicle, and if you've looked at our, you need to get these pictures up beforehand.
Yes,
if you look at the
I know.
pictures, if you look at the pictures on the Instagram, there's one with this and a knife because it's got the scream face on it. Hopefully they can still see with how dark it's getting. Honey wine with orange, vanilla, and Carolina Reaper. So, not gonna lie, a little worried because I've had Carolina Reaper.
I haven't. I was trying to find some for that chili I made for the clinic.
I
couldn't find it, so I just threw ghost peppers in there.
So Carolina Reaper, when I had it, and it was like, it was one Reaper.
I have heard it is absolutely miserable.
Well, it was 1 or 2 peppers for like a gallon and a half of chili, and it burned in all the way through and out. So it's something I avoid, but because of what this is, oh, they're out of Fort Royal. That's what I was getting at.
Oh, okay.
Because of what this is, of course, I'm going to give it a try. Of course, there's the picture of it. You got the screen
guy holding an orange creamsicle popsicle.
Because, why not?
Orange screamsicle. Alright, relax.
Trying to get it even.
Not trying to die.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's actually really not that bad.
Ooh, so you get a little bit of the smell of the pepper, but not...
Most of it is masked by the orange creamsicle.
Yeah, it's like...
This is one that I was very curious about whenever I first saw the label. I didn't know what was in it. I just saw orange screamsicle, and so I was like, so it's probably just an orange creamsicle kind of mead.
Woo! It's got some burn to it. It's a flavorful burn.
Well, it's building up a little bit right now, and now it's gone.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not a lingering burn like.
So it lingers a little bit. The only difference is that if you're absolutely terrified of Carolina Reaper, which you should be, because I am, and I've never tried it. I've heard the stories, and I'm going to take his word for it. But it comes and it immediately goes away.
Yeah, it's not a lingering, but it's like, you know what it reminds me of? That 14-year-old aged bourbon, where it kind of warms your innards as it goes down.
But the initial taste when you swallow,
we lost a tiki torch. Tiki torch down. Those things are like 10 years old. We probably need new ones.
Anyway, the initial flavor you get when you start drinking it is orange creamsicle.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of Reaper kicks in at the back end and kind of sticks to the back of your throat. But it doesn't get any hotter than the initial heat that you taste.
It kind of puts you in this.
Now, it will make you salivate.
It kind of puts you in this like sense of false security. and then it stabs you in the back.
Yeah, just like the Scream movie.
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's really flavorful. I enjoy the flavor. The heat's a little on the high side for me, but I'm all right with it.
It's kind of, you know what's actually hotter than this? Those hot tamale candies. You eat like about 5 of them at one time. I think those are hotter than this.
Yeah, I ain't had those in forever. I don't think I ever actually.
Or the little fireballs, the jawbreaker fireball things.
No. You mean the smell of cinnamon?
I'm not talking about Fireball, the alcohol. They're called fireballs. It's a little red candy, about that big.
I can't say I ever
suck
had them.
on them.
I don't think I ever had them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're called fireballs. It's cinnamon, but they're called fireballs. They're bright red, and you just suck on them.
But anyway, so back to the Mead. This is a tangent freaking episode.
So was the last one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's not. It's very good.
Yes, it is absolutely flavorful.
And for them only starting in April, if you're watching this, you should not be at this level. We have tasted a lot of meads before the episodes even.
Yeah, that are, have been in production for years.
And they're not touching you guys. Which that's scary.
Yeah. Well, you also got to think, these guys went for something very specific. They went for flavorful meads that would attract people.
Yeah. And
that are interesting flavors. They are unusual ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought to put
frickin' Reaper and Orange Sickle together?
But it's a match made in hell.
With a single L, but yes.
Yes.
It works. Yeah, it's a match made in Hellheim. Like it's You ever been kissed and smacked at the same time?
Yep.
That's the best way to describe it, and it works.
Yeah, but it's not an overpowering heat. That's the best part. Yeah, and that's why I wanted you to try it.
Yeah, that's
it's really good. It's fantastic.
Can I see myself sitting down and drinking a whole bottle of it?
Probably not.
No.
A little bit here and there.
But
or as a quote-unquote party gag, to get other people to try it.
Before you put this on, we need to do this to Cody. Yes. Sorry, Cody. But no, like, I could see me drinking.
But no, yeah, we need to. I can see myself drinking, a little bit of it at a time.
Yeah, like a tumbler at a time. Where
trying to spice things up a little bit.
Where the other three, I can see sitting down and having the traditional whole horn of it without an issue, not even a thought.
Or the stacks.
Oh yeah, and how you were telling me that the creeper was.
Yeah.
Like definitely.
As he only had like that much left of the bottle, so he gave us a tasting, and then mixed the creeper and the Samoan cookie, and it was so good. I really do wish that I could have brought home a bottle of creeper. It'd have been so good. It's not Carolina Reaper. It's black Reaper. So it's got like a chocolate flavor to it.
Yeah, and so a friend of ours also brought home 2 other bottles, and I'm not gonna lie, it's going through my head to go run inside and grab them real quick because I'm genuinely curious.
We'll go grab them.
Okay.
As he thinks that he's grown wings, I'm gonna steal this bottle of Stacks. and it's going right in my horn with my bendy straw.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so.
Save you a little bit there.
Thank you. Oh, God, that's good.
Yeah.
So, the other two we got.
Save that till the end.
Is Bad Apple, which is a
honey apple lime.
And there was something.
And natural flavor. So, this one is probably going to be more of a cider.
So the part cider, part mead.
Yeah.
And then
Crandemic. So it's honey and cranberry.
And there's no description. This is a 13.2, and try it and figure it out.
Yeah.
Which I kind
this
of
one
enjoy.
comes in at 11 to 12. So he's only got two that are about 13%. So it's the Crandemic, and then this one's really pale.
Yeah.
He's got another one. I think it might actually be the. No, it's their blueberry one. It's like 13.9.
Oh, that's the back
roads,
something like that. Well, shit, I threw my phone. I'll find it later. Say I could look it up, but. Woo!
It smells like kind of like a caramel apple.
Whoa! It's like
I think that one's got some pepper in it. I think that one's got a habanero in there.
That's why it's Bad Apple. It's like a spicy apple cider.
That's really good though.
Yeah. You know what else this would be good for? Got a runny nose. Warm this up. Suck it down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh, you know the thing you're supposed to do when you suck in? I sucked in too much. Ooh, that warmed it up. Oh, that's good.
Swallowed a little bit too much there.
Oh. Alright.
It's good though.
Yeah, like.
That's never happening again.
No, definitely not. Sorry, we went off on like a long tangent here, and we're
running out of light, but we're trying to hurry.
Well, part of this is, remember, this is also to have fun.
Yeah. So this is their Crandemic. Cranberry. So you can definitely smell the cranberry.
Mm-hmm. Kind of smells like a cranberry and vodka.
Yeah.
But light on the vodka.
Or just straight cranberry juice.
Ooh, you don't taste the alcohol. Oh, if you like cranberry, this is the one for you. Yeah, really cranberry, that little bitter bite.
But the bitterness is just from cranberry.
I have an idea. What? I like science. I watch sci-fi all the time.
I don't know that that's science.
Taste it and tell me. Okay. How dare you doubt me? Anyway. So it is dark.
Good.
It is cold. Final thoughts.
I am absolutely blown away. Like you said, they should not be this good. But I am highly, highly impressed with the meads. When I first tasted all of their pepper infused ones, I was a little nervous as to how good they were going to be. But you guys nailed it on the head. You guys did a very good job of pulling that off. So congratulations, guys. You got some returning customers, so
Yeah.
we look forward to seeing you guys at your new location.
Once that gets up and running.
Once that gets up and running, if we can't make it out there before you move. And for those of you who who are local to that meadery, or who are willing to take a trip out to the Shenandoah Valley,
yeah, go out there. It's
definitely go check these guys out. It is the entire, I mean, this is just a portion of the number of meads that they have. They have other ones there.
Yeah, weren't you saying something about what was the peach Jack Peach?
Yeah, so
Named after the
Jack and the
mailman?
Giant Peach. They have a friend who is a mailman around the area who's just tall.
He's tall and lanky.
And tall and lanky. And so they kind of did a dig on James and the Giant Peach, but they named it after their friend Jack, the mailman.
and that's just,
It's good.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's a fantastic mead. I just didn't pick it up and bring it home. But
you tried pretty much everything they had there.
yeah,
What you're saying.
and the ones that I brought home were the ones that stood out the most to me. If I was going to go and do a return trip, I'd probably bring everything else home. Plus, a bottle or two of what I already brought home.
Yeah. So we'll probably do another one of theirs.
Yeah.
But I mean, since we're kind of dying light here, yeah, you guys, I'm speechless. You shouldn't be where you are. Like, don't take that wrong. That is insanely a compliment. I expect a meadery that's only been around for less than a year to put out turpentine and rubbing alcohol, and that's not what this is.
Yeah.
It's
Good quality mead.
These are meads that if you are a mead drinker, and I don't care where you're from, you need to try them. If you come out to Virginia, you need to make that as a stop.
As a side stop.
And you can go into the caverns out there.
Yeah.
Make a detour and go see them.
Go to see the mead. Go to see the meadery. It's fantastic. I'm absolutely blown away with the absolute quality of everything that you guys have produced.
Yeah, I mean, these are some of the best meads I've had, and I've been drinking mead since when did Black Flag come out? 2012? 2013? 2013.
Years.
Yeah, so I mean,
and I've only been drinking mead for the last year or two.
Yeah, I mean,
so you got more experience with it than I do, but it just, even within just a year and a half that I've been regularly drinking mead, like,
whatever you guys are doing,
keep doing it.
Do not stop, please, for the love of God. You need, like, this is, you know what this one actually makes me think of? Loki.
Yeah, it's kind of a trickster.
It's a trickster. I like it. But anyway, sorry.
We need to wrap this up.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Fantastic
Beautiful.
job.
Final thoughts? We already did that?
Yeah,
Which bottle
we
do
just
you
did
want?
that. So I already poured my bottle.
Oh, well.
So take your pick. You got your traditional.
Yeah, I'm going with the
Right, Midnight
orange.
Sun.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Not the way you're supposed to pour it.
Yeah, well.
Yep. Oh, well.
Let's make it quick.
Wow. Okay.
Alright. As always, be great to one another.
Drink responsibly.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh,
God.
oh man.
Should not be like that.
Simone cookie. So good.